Welcome to the Cheesecake Challenge. Currently, we only have two artists, but if you're paying attention and you're out there, fantastic. Appreciate you showing up. Um, we have Humble Marty and we have Josh Spencer of Spencer Tunes, doing a very interesting theme. This one, they want some clarification. It is a heavenly hybrid of hot human and an exotically ethereal extraterrestrial, cutely cajoling for coitus. I know, it's a little much. However, this is what all that bullshit means: a human alien hybrid who is seducing either the viewer or another being. Uh, the hybrid is nude, but has to be strategically covering up naughty bits, and the hybrid must incorporate a palette of at least three colors. That is the theme for tonight on
Mm-hmm.
our cheesecake challenge, the 11th. So what you have is you have me and you have Josh Spencer and Humble Marty,
Hello.
two awesome artists who have showed up. Um, we may be joined by another artist who said he might come in, but as of yet, those are the people that we have, and I'm glad to have them on this Sunday night here in the Mountain West. Josh is currently experiencing midday of Monday over there in
Yeah,
Australia,
I'm in the
and
future.
Marty is somewhere in the northern hemisphere, I assume. Um,
Yeah.
so that's what we have. Did you guys want to start, or do you want to hold off for a minute?
Sure.
Okay, well,
Oh, I've got a little idea, so I'll start
fantastic.
off.
It's always good to have an idea.
Yeah.
Let me see if anybody is in our. Oh, look. So I'm looking at who's in the chat. We have Points of Light Production, who is a mod, and he's like, "What's up, chat? No two-way race. Two-way race. Yep, it is a two-way race. Oh my!" And Adam as F. Uh, he says, "Sup, guys?" And then Flit Amaranth shows up. Another one of my stalwart mods. Points of light. If you are an artist, would you mind jumping into the chat, into the panel, maybe putting your skills to the test? We have 7 watching currently, 3 likes. Appreciate that. Spencer Tunes makes an appearance as well.
I'm in the chat.
He's in the
Gotta
chat. He's in
gotta
the chat.
keep an eye on the chat.
He's one of those guys that has to make sure that people are behaving. That's how Spencer rolls.
That's right.
Uh, Points of Light says now we engage in Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat.
The duel of the fates.
A duel of light and shadow.
Yeah.
Here on Slick Jimmy Speaks with the Cheesecake Challenge. Uh, Again, I really appreciate the two artists that have shown up. They are people that make this show go. We may be having to shift to another night. Apparently, for some reason, um, Sunday night seems to have limited our options in artists. They either have fallen asleep, they're eating, or they're doing other things with the family, or they just say "fuck you, man." I want to do whatever I want to do. I get it. I get it. I understand. Points of Light just says, "I'm not much of an artist. I could do MS Paint style."
Oh,
And then he does an unsmiley face. No smiley face. Well, you know, I could try to draw, but the problem is when I draw, I can't talk at the same time. Um, it's
hmm
really, it's
yeah. It's one
really
of those
hard.
things. I have a lot of trouble doing that myself.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've got to entertain our 7 people watching. Appreciate you watching.
Are you
Uh,
not entertained?
are you not entertained? And I'm Maximus spinning around looking at the Coliseum. It's empty right now, apparently. But those 7 people, I think they're entertained. I'm glad that you showed up to my little show here that we got going on. Uh, Points of Light says I'm also not set up to draw on stream. Now that makes sense. I understand. Neither am I. Truthfully, you'd have to wait to see what I'm doing, and then it would be crap. People would be looking and go, "What?" Foot Amaranth family eating. Pff, they need to get their priorities straight. This is true. How dare
Gotcha.
they take care of their children and family time when they know that they need to show up for the Cheesecake Challenge? How dare they? But in all seriousness, I get it. Maybe it is time to move back to Tuesday or another night. I don't know what I can do more other than maybe go later, which would push people like Josh Spencer into the midday funk to do things there on Monday, which it's not something I necessarily want to do. I can look and see who actually is Carl from Carl O'Rowe. He says, sorry, dude, just he just shut down for the night. Yeah, he's over there in Ireland. It's okay. You know, okay for Carl. I'm texting him currently, not texting, messaging him on Twitter. So, so people, I got to
Is
give them.
Tumble are you working on anything at the moment?
What was that?
Tumble Marty working on anything at the moment?
Yeah, tell us what you're doing, Humbo. Are you
Me?
involved in anything
Mm.
special besides the Cheesecake Challenge?
No, not really. I've just been doing charity work on the side.
Huh, nice. What kind of charity work?
Uh, I'm part of the Southeast Colorado Creative Partnership, which is bringing arts to the Arkansas Valley.
Sounds fun. Southeast Colorado, out there in the prairies, huh?
Yep.
That's
Well,
cool.
I'm working on. I just finished this cover here. I don't know. I think it's been announced.
Is that for? Is
The
that
problem is
for,
I don't know what I can say about certain projects. I'm not. There's all this secrecy.
well, if you're showing it right now as what you are,
Yeah,
people know who that is.
I
I
believe
feel.
so.
So I would say that's a given that's for Niobe, for Larry Higgins, who does Niobe and Avani, and I don't think he'd mind us giving him a shout
I
out.
believe he's already spoken about it on online. And this other thing here is something else I'm working on. It's called Megawatt and the Vampires of the Sun.
Oh, the
And
Vampires
it's
of the
about
Sun, very strange
a
vampires.
group of luchadors that are fighting vampires that have abducted girls, I believe is the story.
Well, that's it's
In a
good thing for
nutshell.
luchadors to do. For those
Well,
who
they're
don't,
good at slamming, body slams.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, luchadors in Mexico often have a cinematic career if they're really popular, and so I think that's kind of playing off that idea. Luchadors are really big in Mexico, more so than they are in the U.S. But yeah, I like the idea. We know who has come up with that idea. Our friend Crypto Comics. And,
Yes, crypto.
Crypto is a very capable writer.
Mm-hmm.
Very skilled at editorial as well, and very quick actually in his writing when he gets going, which is something to behold. I as a writer take my my sweet time, and I'm very seldom, even when I pull a trigger on something, am I completely happy with it. But that may be a writer thing. There's always something you could do better. Yada yada yada. Yeah. 1 second. Let me get that taken care of on my computer. We're gonna go back to the chat, see what the chat is doing. Hey, look, we got 7 still watching. Thank you. 5 likes, appreciate it. We got a bunch of stuff for points of lights. Points of light. Split the beans, John. Spill the beans. God, what the hell is wrong with me? Be the leak. He's asking you to be. Wrestling and vampires. That's a good combo. Crypto helped me a lot rewriting my campaign page. He's good at that. A lot of people have some things to say about crypto, and a lot of people are full of shit. From my perspective. 6 people watching now. Dang it, we lost a person.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe I should put the. Let's copy this out and see if I can get some people out here in Twitterville to see if they dig what we're doing. Paste. Yep, and there we go. Hopefully people will see that. If they don't, they don't. There we go. Yeah, it's one of those nights. One of those crazy just us nights, you know. Going back to Humble, let's look at Humble. What you're doing, Humble? I don't. Oh, there it is. Oh, little girl, little young lady. I think. I'm hoping that's a young lady.
Yes, it is a young lady. I haven't added the most important part yet.
Okay. All right. We're waiting for Humble's hybrid to metamorphosize on her graph paper. And
I've got the lady part down. I just don't know what I'm going to combine it with, to be honest.
Well, you know, that's the challenge.
Challenge.
Find your niche and find your nook, your cranny. You know what I mean.
I'm good at drawing crannies.
And I know.
Speaking of crannies, is a butt considered too lewd for YouTube?
A what? Buttocks?
Yeah.
I don't, unless you see the cleft of the groin. I don't think it's that terrible of them.
No. Okay.
I mean, everybody knows a butt. I mean,
everybody needs a bosom.
Yeah, that too. Makes life sweeter, definitely. Okay, let's go back to the chat. See if we've got anybody showing up. Chat. Okay. 8 people watching. Woohoo! And 7 likes. Fantastic. Zach Hawkins has shown up. Evening, folks, he says. Jason Black, the important questions. What are the important questions? Were we asking them? I'm not sure. Speaking of which, Points of Light puts up. What are we looking at? What is that, Points of Light? We're talking about your page? You should put the name of it in there. That's just my advice. Putting the name of your project would help people know what they're going to click on. It could be porn, as some people have said, and maybe that would scare people. And some people might like that, you know, going to whatever site that does that sort of thing. Rebel Comics shows up. Rebel Comics says, hello. Speaking of Avani and Niobe. Nice looking Niobe you got there. Josh, can you tell me about it? We have told people, but we will tell people again because 11 people are watching now with 7 likes.
I do believe Niobe is getting a relaunch. I think that's what the news is.
Oh boy.
Niobe #1.
That's fantastic. Zach Hawkins says, you want to talk about risque? Manny's piece from last week showed the whole time. Might have. Is Manny here? Who else is in the chat? Was that you laughing, Mumble?
Sorry. Yeah, that was me.
Okay. I'm just making
You're allowed to laugh.
You're definitely allowed to laugh. We got dogs. We got Manny.
Who's in a dog cart right
now? They have a kennel at Humble Mandy's house.
My dogs.
Rescue dogs?
Yeah, I have a couple of Heinz 57, and it's weird. I have sound issues. They show up, and everything's hunky-dory.
Zach, you have been called out by Flit Amaranth that you should come in and draw. Jason Black says, mute the dog. Zach Hawkins says, not the whole time, the whole toe. This is true, man. He did show the whole toe the whole time. Michael Beacon has made an appearance. Is Michael Vick on the stream? Maybe. Who knows? 10 people are watching now. We've lost one. Very sad. 7 likes. 7 people like this. The duel that we're having currently with Josh Spencer from Spencer Tunes. And
who is your favorite alien lady?
Me? My favorite alien lady?
Uh-huh.
Are we talking in movies or in
movies or any pop culture?
If I'm gonna have to be honest, Really honest.
Mhm.
I think Darth Talon does it for me.
Who?
Darth Talon. Where you been, bro?
From what?
Darth Talon from Star Wars. Darth Talon.
Darth Talon.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't hear you over the sound of the dogs barking.
Hang on. I'll go hit their mute button.
Yeah, just smack them around a bit.
Think Darth Maul, only a chick, and like the ones, what do they call the? Oh, my brain's blanking.
Twi'lek?
The Twi'lek. Yeah, she's a
Yeah,
Twi'lek.
okay, I gotcha. I think I know the one you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, she's all that,
that's a good choice.
and a bag of red lightsabers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's the one I like a lot. I like a lot. I have to admit, if we're talking alien human hybrids, my brain is not working right now. What is the girl from Fifth Element?
Lilu?
Lilu. There we go. Yeah,
Is she
I
a
like.
hybrid? I guess.
Well, she's like superhuman,
She's the supreme being.
supreme being with super
Yeah.
duper fantastic helixes or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
In the chat, Mark Rydell gives us a nice smiley face. Hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Okay.
Hi, Mike.
McCrank says, "Hail Raven." Uh-oh. We're bringing that shit into the chat. Zach Hawkins, still working out the rust on my near 2 decades of slacking. Hoping to get back to a speed soon. I guess that's on drawing. Flithammer says, "Lame, Zach. Your excuses are lame." Zach Hawkins, lame like my drawing hand after so long. This is very sad, Zach. Stop bringing us all down. 11 people watching currently, 9 likes. Thank you very much. No dislikes. Knock on wood. Going back to
Why do
the
you even
panel.
bring that up as an option?
Well, it is
God damn it.
YouTube. It's YouTube. I've been white boxed on Spencer Tunes here the whole time. We have a nice profile. It's very seductive. She's like, "Hey, yo, what you doing? How you doing? Forget about it." Going back to Humble Marty. Currently, Humble Marty is working on something. A face. It's a face. Definitely face, lips. Yep. There's the mouth and the nose. Hopefully soon we'll get some cleavage or something to that effect. Because we all like cleavage. Even women like cleavage. Oh,
I got it in there.
But there's no hippage this time. She's doing a bust. Yeah. Back to Josh. Face is progressing. Very sly looking hybrid of a lady. I'm not sure what Josh is heading at for right now, but we shall see. She hopefully doesn't have the mental illness haircut and all the colors to go with it, but we'll see.
Excuse me?
I'm just saying.
Oh my
we
God.
know how it rolls in these days.
You're so offensive.
I know. I'm an offensive misogynist man who hates all women because I worship all women. It's weird. I don't worship all women. I worship the ones that are kind and not about to, cut my balls off for no reason. Yeah. What you saying, Humble?
Hashtag not your fetish.
Oh,
yes.
Not about to re?
Yes. Yeah, that's not my fetish. I'm not a misogynist. Strangely enough, I am not. Going back to the panel, what were you saying, Josh?
I said, I don't believe you.
You don't believe me? You what do you think? There's only 2 choices: a masochist or sadist. I am neither. Okay, where are we going here? Lame. Okay, Zach. Okay. Points of Light says Rebel Comics. Yo, dude, what's up? What's up? Mark Rydell. I'm multitasking this and NBA. That is impressive. Watching the NBA, and well, we don't have a hell of a lot going on here, so maybe not that impressive.
Oh hell no.
Oh hell no. Flit Amaranth. I believe in you, Zach. I believe in you. I believe I can fly. Okay.
Copy strike.
Yeah, copy strike. I don't think I did it long enough. That was less than a second. So Zach Hawkins. Thanks, Flit. Thank you, Flit. I'm getting back in the habit, and the encouragement is much appreciated. Rebel Comics. Hey, Points of Light.
You know who else is getting back in the habit?
What?
Sister Act 2.
Really? They're doing a Sister Act 3?
No, Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Hello.
I forgot. It's been a long time, dude. Really long time. Yeah. I think Rebel Comics and Points of Light are they have a burgeoning relationship. They're like, hey, Points of Light. Points of Light,
So
like,
you want to know my favorite
yo,
sexy
dude,
alien?
it's so sexy. Tonight on the Cheesecake Challenge, Rebel Comics and Points of Light. We'll get it on like a gong. Okay, that's really good. That is getting cringy as fuck.
Can you hear me, Jim?
I can hear you. What do you want?
Okay. I was just going to tell you my favorite sexy alien
What's your favorite sexy alien?
species.
This is indeed very sexy until she does some really nasty shit to you. But yeah, I get it. It's much better than the alien female. I know the xeno, whatever the fuck. Zach Hawkins
Xenomorph?
Xenomorph. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, Zach Hawkins says, "LOL, Josh." I think he's talking about your
League of Legends?
yeah.
Okay.
Rebel Comics. We got a bromance, man. He's confirming Points of Light and Rebel Comics bromance. 2 Larrys out in Canada. Okay, Natasha Henstrid for the win. Definitely. I think you might be right. For at least in cinema, she was fine. She's fine. Points of Light says Rebel Comics hetero life mate. Yes, yeah. Zach Hawkins was laughing at the Sister Act reference. That's what he was referring to.
Yes, I got that.
Oh boy,
Oh my god, the dogs are back.
the dogs are back.
Who let the dog
Look at that.
on the
Woof,
stream?
woof, and yeah, woof, woof. All right, back to the panel. Let's highlight Josh Spencer. Josh Spencer is currently working on the boobage.
I'm
The
trying to
boobage.
get it to look right.
Josh likes a certain
enough.
parabola on his boobage, and sometimes it's tough to get. So
Yeah, it is. Perspective is hard.
Yeah, it is. Hung Bomardi is currently embroiled in containing the canine menace in her house, and oh no, she's back. She's back drawing.
I know.
I tried treats.
You tried
They go
treats?
through. Yeah, they go through rawhide in at least 5 minutes.
I understand that. My old Rottweiler, his name was Saxon. He wouldn't eat any like the rubber bones. You had to give him the rawhide, and he went through rawhide like just he'd tear it through it like paper.
Pig ears are good too.
Pig ears? Huh?
Yeah.
It's rough.
Dried
Man.
pig ears.
Oh, drying pig ears. I thought giving pig ears.
Dried pig ears.
Oh, dried pig ears.
For
So
dogs.
That's that weird accent you have from somewhere.
I know.
We're trying to figure you out, man. She's putting something in between those boobages. Something. What is that, Humble? Is that
It's
a feather?
fluff.
Some fur?
I decided, yeah, I went and designed a very fluffy alien for the Cheesecake Challenge.
Okay. So it's like a fluffy cravat. Great. Fabulous. Very French. Let's go back to Spencer. What's he working on now? Is a bum? It's a spun bum.
It's a butox.
The butox. The gluteus maximi.
Right.
Yeah. Fantastic. Let's go back and check out what's going on in the chat. See if anything is further fomented. Yes. Ego 43 has shown up. Thank you, Ego 43, for showing up. 12 watching currently. 9 likes. If you feel the need to like, we would love that. If you feel the need to not like, well, it's a free country. At least
I think this is going to be a bit too lewd for my Instagram, to be honest.
Really? Is that are they too upset with bums and
they don't like this sort of thing? Why?
They really don't like the bums.
They don't like anything.
Well, then what's the point of having an Instagram? I mean, really, come on.
Well, the fun thing is to see what you can get away with, I guess.
Freaking Facebook, man. freaking Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg.
That's right, definitely. All right, Flit Amaranth says
Cock-
another great habit to get into is backing great books, such as Little Girl Lethal, in demand on Indiegogo. Indeed, thank you, Flit Amaranth. Indiegogo currently does have Little Girl Lethal in demand. For those who haven't got it, go out and check it out. You'll love it. It has sexy art. It has very lethal violence, and has a beautiful painterly style from Whiskey to My Buddy Off in Vladivostok, Russia. That's the East-West connection here in Utah and Vladivostok, Russia. Together, we make Little Girl Lethal hum right off the page. So there you go.
Russia with love.
From Russia, definitely with love, and I would say a little bit of lust. Okay, Points of Light Productions. I'm going to say it in Shatner. Who can anybody do Shatner?
Yeah.
Who let the dogs out?
Who? I always go Christopher Walken when
Yeah, you do. That was very Christopher Walken.
Who let the dogs out?
Who?
Zach Hawkins.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Meh, dogs are fine, but wolves are better. Check out Legends of the Lone Wolf now. Funding on Indiegogo. Indeed, Legends of the Lone Wolf from Doug Garrett's universe of the Lone Wolf, who is a First Nations Native American who does the business of keeping us safe from those creepy crawlies of the dark night.
There are things that go bump in the night.
There are
We are the ones that bump back.
to steal a line.
Yeah.
We also have multiple on that book. There are multiple artists and writers taking turns telling different stories about the lone wolf. So yeah, check it out. Go find it and buy it. That's what I say. All right, let's go back to the panel. Panel. The duel is continuing. Oh, I white boxed Spencer Tunes again. I keep doing that. Right on the bum that he was working on, and then he's working on. It looks like sort of a lander.
It does look like sort of a lander.
That's what it is. I'm going over to Humble. Humble is continuing to put fluff on this young lady of hybrid origin, and the dogs are continuing their assault on whatever is disturbing them. Going back.
Don't go Terminator 2 on the dogs, please.
No Terminator.
I highly doubt I could do that. I think the last time he came up there, I gave him a giant treat, and he'll just sit and guard it forever.
So he just sits on top of it and looks really.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to do with them. So the last time he'll either guard it, he'll bark at it, or he'll roll on it. Mostly roll on it.
Interesting. Sounds like a very canine thing to do, actually, though. My dog, he's passed away several years now. He would either tear, like I was talking about, he'd tear through the rawhides, or he'd keep a few of them behind him as his stash. And then, so if you gave him new ones, he wouldn't ever get the old ones. Those were his things to keep safe. But then you give him a new one, and either he'd chew on it really hard, or he'd stick it underneath him, and eventually it would make it to his stash. I don't know. I never really watched him do that, but that was my dog Saxon. I really missed that guy. I'm bringing everybody down, I think.
Thanks for telling us about your dead dog.
I know.
Damn it.
My dead dog was awesome. I used to go down to I used to travel all over Utah. For those of you who don't know, I like to do travel logs of Utah and tell you to come here and contribute to our tourist industry. However, I would travel all over Utah when I was younger with my dog, and I'd take a Suburban and go up in the mountains and go down into the Grand Staircase, as they call it. And often I take my dog to Powell. My dog, although he wasn't necessarily the most swift of swimmers, he certainly loved the water. And I'd go rent a boat, and we'd cruise around, and then if I stopped, he'd immediately jump in the water, and I'd have to help pull him back in, because he was kind of a big dog.
Speaking of dogs, I used to have a greyhound.
Oh, really?
and
For
it
sure.
passed away last year. So
Oh
let's talk
man,
about dead dogs some
dead
more.
dogs. At least it wasn't in the middle of the
It was
road.
an ex racing greyhound.
Yeah.
Because my sister-in-law worked for an ex racing dog adoption agency
Mm-hmm.
where they find homes for the old dogs. So if you're in Australia, look up greyhounds as pets,
Huh.
and
Very
then
nice.
you can get yourself a greyhound, and they're the best dogs in the world.
I've heard they're very nice.
Yeah,
Once
very
you
sweet.
kind of calm them down, they're very hyper, but they're
Well, they
nice.
sleep for like 90% of the day, and then they go 100 miles an hour the other 10%.
once they're up and going. So
Yeah.
you probably have to have a place where they can run around at least a little bit.
Yeah, it's good to either have a big backyard or a park or something close by, like an oval,
Yeah.
somewhere that they can run around.
Yeah, that's basically how bigger dogs are anyway. My Rottweiler was very much like that. You had to get him out and let him run around when he was younger. When he got older, it was a little different story. But yeah, let him run around and stretch their legs is good for him, and then they come back and then you just kind of chill out. Yeah, let's go back to the chat to see what's up. I'm gonna not white box Spencer Tunes this time,
Okay.
even though we love looking at that pair of buttocks we have there.
That
The
booty.
booty, definitely. Going back to the chat, let's see what's going on. Tank Ferret has shown up. Nice. Okay. I'm going to Okay. Sorry. Little dead Aaron. Instagram. This is a Points of Light. Instagram is fine with butts as long as you got the naughty bits covered with a black circle or mosaic. So yeah, you have to cover up the cleft. I assume.
Yeah.
Just kind of stupid. Just put a line of for Instagram. Just put it like it's in a G string. So can you get away with that or not?
Yeah, probably. I think that's fine.
Right.
I might do a tame version or something.
Yeah.
We'll see how
Tank
we go.
Ferret art. Hail Cheesecake. Hail Tank Ferret. Tank Ferret. You should come in here because we need more artists. If you want the link, hit me up on Twitter, and I will get you in here. We'd love to have another person on the panel to give more challenge to our fine young artists who have come. That would be.
Otherwise I'll just win every week. So
Oh man, are you hammering on Humble Marty? That ain't cool.
No, I was hammering on everyone.
Oh man. All right.
They're all too scared to come in. That's what's wrong. They're like, "Oh, Spencer's here this week." Oh, okay.
Is that what it is? But Humble, she ain't scared of nobody.
No, Humble's actually up for a challenge.
She'll throw down against anybody.
Yeah.
She don't shirk from a fight. Tank Ferret art. Hi Zach Flit, Slick and friends. What's up, man? Good to have you in the chat. We'd love to have you on the panel if you got the cojones to do so. Come on, man. Come on. Points of Light. Josh is adding in the all-important probing machine. Oh boy, he went there. Points of Light. Zach Hawkins, buddy of mine, had a ferret that would fish empty cans out of the trash and stash them under the couch. Yeah, that ferrets do that. A friend of mine had a raccoon as a pet, and that raccoon would take all your shit that was sparkly and put it in a corner underneath the bed, where his little hangout was. He also would find an apple on the kitchen table, and they kept him fairly clean. So it wasn't like, actually they're pretty clean animals if they're allowed to clean themselves. And he'd get up on the table, snag an apple, and then he'd go over to the sink, and he learned how to turn on the water in the sink. They have kind of little, not necessarily thumbed hands, but they can turn stuff. So he'd turn on the water and wash his apple, and then he would leave the sink running with the water going. That was Zeke. A friend of mine I had a friend who had a raccoon named Zeke, and I had another friend who had a tarantula named Zeke. So Zeke was a popular name for strange animals as pets. All right. Rebel Comic, Hail Tank, Flit Emerant, Yo Tank. Tank Ferret Art. Hail LL Cool P. Indeed. Zach, we still have 11 people watching and 11 likes. Thank you. We are in parity right there. Awesome.
Oh,
My people. My people. Zach Hawkins felt compelled to share that when you showed up, Tank. What did you feel? Oh, okay. Okay. I got it. The ferret. I see. Points of Light Productions. I miss dogs. I had 2 boxers. Left them with my ex. Both passed away now. I
the
love.
X and the wow,
Yeah,
the
I
X
love
and
the
the
dog.
dogs.
Yeah, that's very sad. It is very sad, man. I'm sorry. J Chimpang Chimpang what? J Chimpanski. J Chimpanski. There we go. I said it right. Sup, guys? What's up, Jay? Pleased that you came out. See what's going on. Very very nice to have new people in the chat. At least that's a new name to me. Zach Hawkins. Greyhounds are great dogs, and they have very affordable rates on cross country travel. Zach. Tank Ferret Art. I have no camera capabilities at this time. Well, fix that, man. What's the deal?
What's
Okay.
the deal with all these artists not having cameras?
Yeah. But Amrat, that's not very tank of you, bro. Zach Hawkins, smart raccoon. It didn't like pesticides. Apparently, no. Apparently
That's my
not.
phone. Sorry,
How dare you have phone calls during my
just gonna
production?
put it on silent.
I cannot believe you.
I
Such
know.
bad man.
The dog's finally asleep, finally quiet.
Good dog press. That is true.
Ooh,
Marty. We will try not to disturb them. At least I will not. I will not bark. Uh, Good dog press. Thank you, Flit Amaranth, for the awesome skunk girl gif. Good dog press. Aloha, all. Aloha, Manny. Manny, come on the panel. Come on the panel. We would like another artist. That would be great. If you can. I understand. Over there in Hawaii,
oh,
things get
shite.
really, really, really hectic in Hawaii. Tank Ferret Art. Hail, Good Dog Press. Zach Hawkins. Ahoy, Manny. Flit Amaranth. Yo, Manny. No problem. Good Dog Press. Working on animation right now. All right, fine. I suppose you have other things besides working on our show. I get it. I get it. We're down the pipeline. I understand. Tank Ferret Art. That GIF is boss. Flit. Good Dog Press. Just got home from Godzilla. Godzilla.
Was it good?
Hopefully.
I still haven't seen bloody John Wick 3 yet.
Well, that's how it rolls sometimes.
Is it
I
good?
thought it was awesome. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Let's see how
I'm
you're
looking
doing.
forward to
Oh,
it.
look, you're adding
I like
some.
John Wick 2.
Is that texture? You texturizing this young lady?
I
Yep.
am adding a bit of shade.
A little bit of shade. All right, cool. Let's go over to our Marty. Oh, look at that. She's got her arms open wide. She's got some allure. Oh boy, what's gonna happen? I don't know. Could get freaky real quick here on the Cheesecake Challenge. Going back to Spencer. This girl looks very. She's giving you the look.
Mm-hmm.
Are those?
Like
Is that hair or is that tentacles on her head?
tentacles.
Oh boy.
Hello. She's
She's
very anime like this.
Hello, insert anime joke here.
That's right. And
Speaking of insert anime joke,
working on the face right now.
not the only thing she's going to insert.
Oh boy, here we go. Going back to the chat after that. See. All right. Animation for Indiegogo. Good Dog Press says. And animation, and he says it was good. You liked it. You liked Godzilla? Was there much destruction to be had? I bet there was.
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Godzilla. It's Gojira, you moron.
Gojira.
Gojira.
Godzilla.
Well, you know, we're from a Germanic background, so it's Godzilla.
Oh.
Okay, Points of Light Productions. It better be tentacles. That's what he says. It better be tentacles. Mark Riddell goes, oh my. Tech Corner. He's in the chat. Tech Corner. Daniel, why aren't you in here? Why aren't you in here, Daniel? We're gonna have words later, Daniel.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, where's Tech?
I don't know. He's got the link. He just decided not to use it tonight. He's eating or something. Who knows? I don't know. He says he's coming. That's gross, man. Stop. Don't.
I'm coming.
He's coming.
I'm coming.
Okay. Good Dog Press. Ahoy, Zach Hawkins. And then Good Dog Press. Hey, Tank. Essentially. And yeah. We're waiting for Daniel to go up. Oh my gosh, where were you, man? Did you forget it was Sunday night?
No, actually, I was doing some stuff, and then I took a shower. Oh yeah, technically I forgot.
Doing some stuff.
Like eating.
That was one long shower, man. What were you doing? Were you really
shower?
Dirty.
Waka.
Ew.
Heyo. All right. Now
so what's the chance tonight, sir?
What is the? Oh, you need to know what is wrong with you. I left that thing for days on there.
Sorry, it's just I was kind of paying attention to life and like, okay, I need to do this so I can make sure I have money for.
Likely story, Daniel. Likely story. All right, I'll read it for you and for the chat, since they may not have heard.
Yeah.
Today's theme is a heavenly hybrid of hot human and exotically ethereal extraterrestrial. Cutely cajoling for coitus. So basically, to sum that up, 1, human alien hybrid. 2, who is seducing either the viewer or another being. 3, the hybrid is nude, but is strategically covered up with covering up its naughty bits. And 4, the hybrid must incorporate a palette of at least 3 colors. Full color is always welcome, of course. That is the current theme for those who are wondering what is going on between our dueling artists. Now a trifecta of wonderful artists. I just put my hand in front of my mic. If you were wondering why this sounds weird, that's the reason why.
Hang on, let me grab a drink and I'll get started.
Oh, you need some libation. Okay, fine.
Right back.
All right, where are we going? Points of Light Production doing some stuff. I think that was referring to Daniel Tech Corner. And a Rebel Comic says, Manny, where are you? Manny, come back, Manny. Currently, we have 17 watching, 12 likes. Thank you very much for the likes and for the watch. Now we're 16. We lost one person. I feel terrible. Okay. Fort Amarant, how dare Daniel earn money when chat needs entertainment? For shame. This is the truth. Why would he do such a thing? Why would he go and make money, stuff his face, clean his back hole or whatever he was doing?
What?
In the shower. He was in the shower. That's what he said.
Oh.
So I'm going back to the panel and see what's going on here. Currently, we have Phil. Phil, connect.
You guys doing?
Here with a full cigarette. That means he's up for the long haul, and we love his smiling, shiny face when he comes here. And glad to have you, Phil. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I know.
I love getting this show up.
Really appreciate you. Do you know the current theme, my brother?
I'm sure it's long-winded.
Yes.
You're damn right about that. It's Jimmy.
It is a long-winded one. To sum up, I'm not going to give you the whole alliteration, but basically, it's a human-alien hybrid who is trying to seduce either the viewer or some other being you're putting in in the image, and you must incorporate. It must be nude, but you must cover up the naughty bits, and it must incorporate at least 3 colors on the creature, the hybrid itself.
Okay. And are we talking xenomorph alien, or are we talking just any kind of alien?
Well, like it's a
Oh, fire!
human alien hybrid. We have a
Anything
Pope
you
Fire in the
want,
chat. Yes, anything you want, any way you want to roll. So
No, I just throwing it out there.
Pope, she's in the chat. Hi, hello, Pope. If she's not in the chat, well, why aren't you in the chat, Pope? Okay, going back to the chat. 18 watching now, fabulous. 12 likes. We could have more likes if those 18 want to throw one on there. I would love that. It'd be great. Good for the algorithm. Blah blah blah. On this mini
Yada,
channel that
yada,
I currently have rolling. Just a slice of life out here. Good Dog Press, I'm just here working and supporting. Thank you, Good Dog Press, for just showing up in the chat. Although you've been much more on the panel, but maybe another time. Rebel Comics, we need the indie cheesecake calendar featuring such hotties as Sugar, Naomi, Skunk Girl, Scalpel Zero, Havani, among others. We need this to happen. What
I
say
would
you?
actually really like that.
That would be a lot of fun, indeed. Good Dog Press, that would be awesome, Rebel Comics. He agrees. Amaranth, Rebel Comics, yes, make it happen. Make it so.
Make it so.
I third the indie cheesecake, I guess, calendar. Make it so. Rebel Comics, we should all have a serious talk someday of making it happen. The creators involved would have print rights, and we could use said calendar for our future campaigns. Trusty Sidekick, hail, hail, the gang's all here. Trusty Sidekick is in the chat. For those who are interested, Trusty Sidekick in the chat.
Sorry, I wasn't here for the last. What was like the last two?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I was like, ah.
Yep.
And life decided to kick me in the ass. And
Sure. We understand somewhat. I don't really, but
gee, thanks.
Illustrator Monk is in the chat as well. Illustrator Monk. We have Phil and Illustrator Monk who have shown up. Stalwarts who we do love. We love everybody who's on the panel. We love everybody in the chat because you know why? This is a family sort of thing, even though it's not really that family friendly. It's a family affair. Let's put it that way. Humble Marty, let's see what you're doing. Oh, we got feathers on her head. She might be a butterfly girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, alien butterfly human hybrid.
Mothra.
Nice.
Sorry.
Mothra. Yeah. Looks like
no, I should make my own Gazella.
It looks like Illustrator Monk was currently embroiled in drawing beforehand. That's fine. Glad he showed up. He's on the way. He actually asked me, would that disqualify him? Not necessarily. On a night like this, I'm just glad y'all showed up. Appreciate everybody who's come. Thank you. We now have 5 people, 5 wonderful artists. Phil, he's actually got a camera on his stuff. Excellent. Thank you, Phil.
Yeah.
Good. We're seeing.
I bought it for you.
You know what? You know what, Phil? One of these days, I'm going to find you and give you a big sloppy kiss. Going to Spencer Tunes. Spencer Tunes has definitely some texture on the rumpage and on the flanks of this young hybrid lady. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
I'm sure she like a half shark, half octopi. What's going on here?
Shark? Where's the shark?
Well, like they're like scales.
Yeah, fish also have scales.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just asking. Don't get all defensive. Jeez.
Oh my god, man.
What's wrong with you? Tech Corner, I don't see anything but your logo. What's going on, man?
Shit, sorry.
What's going on, man? You're not
I'm being a
me.
dumbass.
God dang it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Look, yep. Something's happening here. We got form, we got shape, we got hips, we got boobs, we got arms and legs, we got a head and some sort of headdress or horns. I'm not sure what's going on, but it will soon take shape. All right, going back to the chat. Back to the chat once more. Are you guys happy that we have 5 wonderful artists that have shown up? I bet you are. Okay. Good dog presses trusty. Yeah. And Pointed Light Productions, serious talk. This is the wrong bunch for that. Indeed. I am so full of bullshit that I might drown in it. Trusty.
Ooh.
I know. It's not an image. But yeah. Hey, Manny. Tank. Tank Ferret. Trusty. Rumble Terrier finally makes an entrance. Yay, or whatever it is. Tank Ferret. I agree, Larry. This needs a meeting of minds. Hashtag Cheesecake Calendar. That was very serious. They're taking this very serious because it has to be serious. Rebel Comics. Hashtag Cheesecake Calendar. Flit Amaranth. Hashtag Cheesecake Calendar. Rebel Comics. LOL. This is going to be epic. Thing. Oh, this is going to be a thing. I'm sorry.
Well, it's an epic thing anyway.
Epic.
An epic effing thing.
This is gonna be epic.
Do we have to add gate to everything?
And do you have to what?
Do we have to add gate to everything?
Gate?
No, they put sexy gate. Hashtag
Oh.
sexy gate.
Well,
Oh, that was Larry's thing from ages ago.
they can do what they like. Heck, sexy gate. I did some sexy gate for a while, but I don't give a shit. Gate is ridiculous. Okay, Tank Ferret. We could actually make money with such debauchery. Cat, get off of me, you son
Oh
of
my
a
God,
bitch.
what's with the cat?
It's like the minute I hear that, I'm like, it's like,
Like what?
what's
What
it
do you
doing?
What do you like?
Oh,
What do you
boy.
like?
We mentioned sexy
Like-
gate, and all of a sudden they're putting sexy gate in the chat. Bunch of light. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. The gate is like a virus. A year of cheesecake. That's not bad. I like that. Yeah.
The Cheesecake Shop. How about that? I'm sure that's not taken. Yeah, it is.
It's a cheesecake factory. I know that for sure.
We've got a Cheesecake Shop here
Wow.
in Australia.
Is it good? Tasty?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Rebel Comics. I think we could make money. Maybe. I'm willing to contribute. It's not necessarily something but yeah, it might be good. We need to do the best we can if we do it. I agree. Again, Rebel Comics, hashtag 68. Oh boy.
Yeah.
This sounds like a job for the digital bullpen at Tank Fair Art, at Rebel Comics, at Slick Jimmy. Okay. All right then. Apparently he's putting the onus upon us to make it happen. We'll see. Currently have 16 watching with 14 likes. Thank you very much for the likes. 16 watching. That's nice. I like it. Nice.
Nice.
15 likes. 15 likes. Yes. Fantastic. 17 watching currently right now. We might hit 20. You never know. Yeah. Who do we got? Rebel Comics says meow. Yes. My cat. Meow. P.S. Melter. Here we are. Okay. Melter is in the house, so the debauchery may commence. Tank Fair Art. Cheesecake Calendar Gate. Oh boy, Tank.
What about
Like I
gate?
said, we need to stop adding
Gate.
things. We need to stop adding gate to everything.
No, we need to start putting gate on everything.
No, we need to take the gate away so we're open. We're open to all things except for things that are bad. What are those? I don't know.
Is that what gate's turned into?
I don't know. I don't know what gate is anymore. I don't know. What do you think it is?
I remember when Gamergate happened, and I was just confused. And then Comicsgate happened, and I was like, well, I'm kind of behind this, but a lot of people are assholes. And then I was like, you know what? I'm okay with that. And so I, kind of hitched my wagon to the Comicsgate thing. But I could never really get into the Gamergate thing. And as far as all the other gates were concerned, most of them were just stupid. So, oh man, is somebody else doing a girl with an antenna? God damn it.
Oh my gosh. How can we have bananas? That's unacceptable.
No, Okay, that was my bad.
Give me a second. Somebody talk amongst yourselves. I have to attend to something real quick.
Okie dokie.
Okay, here's what I can do. I'll just turn it into hair, actual hair. So we'll just braid this thing. We'll kind of make her Terminator Predator like. That should fix it.
All right. I just had to answer the phone. Didn't want to. Yeah. Some things have to be attended to. All right. We're back. Let's check out the chat, see what's going on. No Terminators. This is not a Terminator, although I think a female Terminator might be something cool to do.
We can. You know, we should do kaiju's, like female kaiju's. Like
Female kaijus?
let me find the link because I saw it somewhere and I thought it was awesome.
I think it would be cool if they looked more humanoid than.
Yeah, like a humanoid kaiju.
I would dig that. I would.
Let me find the damn thing. I'll show you what I mean.
Good idea. In fact, I think
Did anybody read Warren Ellis's Crooked Little Vein?
I have never read that. Can you elucidate?
It's one of I think it was the first novel that he wrote, and there's a scene where the main character, who's like a private detective, goes into like a broken down warehouse where there's like a bunch of people who are fapping to porn.
And there goes dogs.
What was that again?
Did you see the link?
Wait, the dogs were barking. What did you say?
Yeah.
It's fapping to something. That's what I heard.
Oh, they were fapping to kaiju porn. There were people dressed up like kaiju, and then they were engaging in sexual acts of debauchery. And and it was written by Warren Ellis, so it was really, really funny, but also really, really disturbing.
Right.
Well, that's Warren Ellis in a lot of ways. So
Yeah. That's always been his ammo. So
Welcome to.
so I don't think.
Well, that sounds like an interesting idea. I actually like that. I think I will incorporate that and come up with some a nice alliteration to go with kaiju thematics. Thank you.
In celebration of
That's a good suggestion. I actually
you.
like it. So we're gonna go with that for next week.
Really?
We're gonna go with that. Yeah.
Have we done tribal girls or we've done
Travel?
native girls?
travel.
Yeah, we can do
Tribal.
tribal girls.
Oh, tribal! I heard. For some reason, I heard
girls.
travel. I'm like,
We did native girls, which is kind of like tribal girls, but I'll think about it in the future.
Well,
However,
the one I wanted to do was Tiki.
was what?
Tiki girls.
Tiki? Oh, like Polynesian gals,
Yeah.
like wahinis, huh? Well, we can think about that in the future. I can keep that in the loop. There will be a twist on the kaiju girls, though. Here in the Cheesecake Challenge, it's never quite as it seems. So
Yeah. I know you're very
girl,
twisted.
man. I don't know. I'm just
yeah.
providing you ideas.
All right. All right. I'm going to go back to the chat real quick. We have some things people have said. Rebel Comics. I think we need to. I think we all get the best artists we can. We got 12 people to take part, and we each get a month. Okay, that sounds like an interesting starting point. P.S. Melter, Jim, why is Booster Kiwi not here drawing great epic sugar light speed art? You can send him the link if you like, or do you have it? I don't know if he has it. Y'all fear the Kiwi. Yes, everybody fears the Kiwi and his unbelievably whatever art. Trusty Sidekick, Digital Bullpen represent. Rebel Comics, once again, we put it together, then we all individually sell it and promote each other. That's not a bad idea. Tank Ferret, Bad Gate. Oh, boy. Tank Ferret, once Stuff Gate is greater than Things Gate. Yeah, sure, why not?
What about Fence Gate?
Fence Gate? Yes,
Yeah.
Fence Gate. Fence Gate. Rebel Comics, Sexy Cheesecake Calendar Challenge. Yeah, we could do that. Let's do a little more thought on it, and then we get that. Flit Amaranth is down for the Monster Girls. Me too. I actually like that idea. I like the kaiju. I like the idea of doing upskirt on a kaiju. That's what I'm saying.
What the?
That might be the twist. Who knows?
On one of them, it's actually possible because one of the kaiju I remember is a giant woman.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Dude, where's my car? That's the only point. The only thing in Dude, Where's My Car? I was like, yeah, all right, 50-foot woman.
Yeah. Does Attack of the 50-Foot Woman count? You just draw a girl in like a leopard skin loincloth and call it a day.
Oh,
I
I think we'll have to go a little bit more.
because the inspiration for that idea was I showed and I put the link in the group chat, and someone had made a monster girl version of Godzilla.
Yeah. I'm thinking that we're gonna do probably a little bit more kaiju with the girl than just the 50-foot woman. But that might be a theme in a little while. Is very
You
large
just draw a
women.
horn on it.
Yeah. What happens when feminists take over the world as kaiju? Just destroying everything in their path.
And
For those of you who know in this current thing, we got 17 watching current. We had 18 for a sec. We have 16 likes. That I'm not a big fan of feminism in general. That might cause some people to get mad if they listen to this. I'm sorry if that's the case. Go have a drink and calm down. Yeah,
calm down.
Not everybody has to like everything.
Calm down, being hysterical.
So yeah, that would be in the future might be feminist monsters changing from have you ever seen those things where before feminism and after feminism? Well,
yeah, but we're trying to do cheesecake art. I don't think that's gonna work
so
here.
we have to figure out a sexy way to make feminists
we can't make them sexy, man.
Re-sexify feminists or something like that, where somehow the contagion has been subverted and has been controlled, and they've been
This
turned
is
back.
so offensive. I'm so offended right now.
I know how you Australians are down there. I understand.
We're all SJWs.
I know that. I mean, the right wing is just the far left down there. Okay.
We don't really have a left party, to be honest.
You don't have a
It's
left
all
party?
like 50 shades of right down here.
50 shades of right.
No way. Not what I heard. I'm sorry. I don't agree. Points of Light is just laughing until he cries. Tank Fair Art of Sexy Cyborgs. Yeah, it could be one. Trusty Sidekick. Librarians. Yeah, librarians. Yeah, librarians. What happens in the back of the stack stays in the back of the stacks.
Tell me about your Dewey Decibel system.
Dewey Decibels.
Let me lay my Dewey Decibel system on you. Tank Ferret Art. Rebel. If we have 6 creators at 2 months each, we can start pre-production much sooner. Points of Light Productions. Librarian Kaiju. Okay. Foot Amaranth. Kaiju. Kybrarians. Cough, Avani month, cough, Nioba month, cough. That was subtle. Tank.
Well, I mean, if you put me on that, if you put me on a month, it'll be August. Since that's...
let's do like a.
I call August.
What was that, Josh?
I agree with Niobe month. We should do that.
Well, I don't have a problem.
Maybe leading up to when the Indiegogo is starting to happen would be the best idea, I think.
Sure.
You guys are talking about months. Why not do like sexy versions of the horoscope?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah,
It'd be weird, but it'd be interesting.
Yeah, but it's not a bad idea at all.
good idea.
Yeah, that's.
I like it.
I like it a lot. Anyway,
I like it a lot.
Okay. Points of Light Production says Tank Fair Art. Although true, it would be nice to feature some new people too. That's true. I always like to see new talent. And he says that's true. Tank Fair Art. Maybe we just give Larry 2 months anyway. I guess for Avani and Naomi. Points of Light Productions, Tank Ferret Art. Well, he has 2 babes. Well, I have many babes in mine too. I'm just not going to bring them up because it would scare the shit out of you. Rebel Comics. Okay. I love the 2-month thing too. Haha. Whatever. We need to make it happen. That's Rebel Comics. Now it claims February. What is she, an Aquarius?
I'm a Leo,
Tank,
so
Tank Ferret Art. Fair. Flit Amaranth. Hey girl, are you a library book? Because I can't stop checking you out. Oh, Flit
hey now,
Amaranth.
come on.
Oh boy, he knows how to work the club with those lines. I'll tell you what. Points of Light Productions. Weird is good. All right then. Tank Ferret Art. Another idea would be Zodiac. We just mentioned that, which would be not bad. Take for it art. Speak faster than I type. You speak faster than I type. Okay. And points of light. I vote Zodiac. Zodiac killer. Going back to the panel. All right. I've been stuck on Tank this entire time. I'm not
God
Tank.
damn it.
I'm Tech. It's my
Hey,
fault.
man, it's
It's
been a
all my
great time.
fault. It's all my fault.
Boomer!
Looking at Josh, I know definitely. The girl is definitely she's a sea creature of some sort.
It's
She's
definitely inspired by that kind of deal.
Is she like Ursula? You know, when Ursula was young.
It's like Ursula Andrews.
Oh, I'll be down with that.
I
Moving
think
on to Phil.
that's a reference not many people will get these days.
Yeah, you know, Doctor No. Um, yeah, young people will never understand how cool things were once.
It's true.
Phil is making a nice antennaed young lady. She's very cute. Nice, Phil. Very good. Moving on to Illustrator Monk. Illustrator Monk is presenting the backside of of some sort of alien gal. She's got antennae too, which is not necessarily a bad thing. She's also got it looks like a rocket pack. She's the rocketeer of some sort. And then on to Humble Marty. Humble Marty is working the color as she usually does. And yeah, I'm seeing the how it's working out to be the moth girl or the butterfly gal. Yeah, definitely. All right. Now, Tech, is this a
Yes.
Wolverine girl? What is this?
I don't know. I just came up with it.
A Bat girl?
I have no idea. I just oh, fuck it. Do
All
something.
right.
Do something. Do something. As long as it's alien.
Girl. All right. Yeah. Keep working at it. And
Thanks, Combo.
definitely.
Definitely good. Definitely good. Yeah. Definitely good.
Definitely want something you did there. Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely good.
Okay. Going back to the chat, see if anybody's actually talked since I moved away. P.S. Melther says Mecha Cheesecake art. Mecha Cheesecake. Well, we have Kaiju. We could do Mecha Cheesecake. Kaiju Cheesecake. Yeah, definitely. Tank Ferret, LOL. Rumble Terrier, good to see Vega on the panel again. Yeah, it is good to see Vega.
Thank you.
Been slacking lately. Friggin' Vega.
Oh, sorry.
He's been hanging out in Vegas. Rolling the dice. Points of Light Productions. The Zodiac Thriller. Oh. Tank Ferret Art. Rumble. Tank Ferret Art again. Oh, hi, Melter. And then P.S. Melter. How about furry cheesecake? I'm just going to not even answer that.
How about no, Scott?
I don't think any of
There's enough furry fucking cheesecake in the world already that we don't need to contribute. I'm just saying. This is close to furry cheesecake, I suppose, but no, I don't want to go there.
Yeah, please no.
Just
How about no, you freaking idiot?
Melter's just trying to give Matt his due there. Okay, and they seem to be winky, smiley face, goofy, winky, tongue out, stuck out. Yeah. Hey Rumble. Okay, what do you? We should vote for tech. We should vote for tech. That's what the Melter says. I mean, what do you think about that, tech?
I
They're trying to shut out the other guys and go for tech. At least
guess.
Melter is. I think we should vote twice. Vote often for tech. Jeez. Flit Amaranth. Daniel's girl has monster-like features, which is relevant to my interests. Really, Flit? Are you down with the monster girls? Do you like that stuff? Does that make you, wiggle in your
Do I
jelly?
make you home?
Well, I can make this better for Rebel. It's like,
I think that was Flit that was down with that stuff.
check this out. I
Thanks
don't
for
know if you're paying attention.
mecha sexy cyborgs. Okay. Not that I'm biased or anything. He keeps throwing that out there. I think he is. I think he's totally biased. Tank, you cyborg freak.
It keeps reminding me of that sexy robot off of Love, Death, and Metal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which sexy robot?
P.S. Melter,
Box
horror
check.
slasher cheesecake. That would be like hack slash. And, I'm not down with a whole lot of blood. Like girls getting chopped up. Just
Really?
I mean, for a story, sure, but like not for pinup art. Ugh, I don't even.
I thought you were into fridging.
If it
So
serves
that's
the
what you're all about.
serves the story, yes.
You're all about fridging.
If it serves the story, yeah, take the girl out. But if it's just for people like to get their jollies off, somebody chopped up in pieces or slashed to pieces. It's not my. Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't even think like sexy zombies or. Then I don't feel that at all. Just. Ugh.
Somebody.
I want to eat your brains.
Yeah, there's just
And
it was like wouldn't you like to have sex with an animated corpse? Oh, that would be so. Oh, yeah, no, it's not going to do it for me.
Isn't that what Twilight's for?
Kinda.
Sorry.
No,
Okay.
you're good. You're good. I'm trying to think of the top of his head. It's like
Tank Ferret art. That's looking fantastic, Josh. He likes what he sees.
Thank you.
Michael Beacon. Go to DeviantArt, look up literally anything, and you'll get pages of furry cheesecake. That's what I mean. I agree, Michael Beacon. We don't have to throw any out here, in my opinion. I want to come up with interesting new shit, stuff that people haven't seen too much before. But that's the idea anyway. Cyberpunk cheesecake. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Cyberpunk cheesecake. How about cyber steampunk cheesecake?
yeah, it could be kind of Battle Angel Alita-ish.
Yeah, or like a Warhammer cheesecake.
Oh, Warhammer
Warhammer 40K.
Is there a cheesecake from Warhammer?
We'll
Yeah.
have so many girls.
It depends on what you're talking, like the Dark Eldar or some of like the battle.
Adeptus Sororitas.
I don't know. It's just I'm usually with D&D. So
Well, the thing is, like in Warhammer, the Space Marines are all male. So if you wanted to turn that on the head and like make female Space Marines just to tick off people in Warhammer, that would be hilarious.
That's heresy.
I know that would be total heresy.
Heretics must die.
You can do the Sisters of Battle if you have to, but no, you got to leave it's a boys' club for a reason.
I know, they'd be so mad.
Why? What's the reason?
Okay.
Let's get deeply nerdy.
Do we really want to get into Warhammer?
Yeah.
Okay. Of all the universes out there that have the most lore, I think that Warhammer probably takes the cake.
It smokes everything. They've got like 40,000 years worth of lore written out.
Yeah. And so when the Emperor of Man, who is the leader of the Imperium of Man, made the Primarchs, which are his sons. He made 20 of them, and then like half of them turned on him, and then they all have Space Marines that are made from their gene seed. Now, the gene seed can only be made from a male, so you're never going to get these like demigod females, at least amongst humanity. I would say some of the Eldars qualify as kind of a demigoddess kind of thing, but not amongst humanity. And that's just how it's written. Now, if you're talking about the Eldars and you say like Lilith Hesperex, she can take just about. She probably could take a Primarch. I don't know about the Emperor Man, but the Emperor Man is stuck on the Golden Throne currently because he got really, really fucked up in a battle. So, and if you wanted me to go on and on and on about Warhammer,
his eldest son,
his eldest son, and blah 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 blah. There's so much. Warhammer is so deep in its lore that you could spend literally years learning about it, and probably not get it all because they're adding new stuff all the time. So,
Wow.
yeah, that's Warhammer. So anybody,
that's dedication for.
Oh, and it's just for a tabletop game, essentially. That's been going.
Just
Well, okay.
game.
Okay. Yeah. Some Warhammer guy right now is going to track me down and whack
It's
me.
more than just.
It's more than just a tabletop game. You don't understand.
It's my life.
But I only found out about Warhammer literally like 2.5 years ago, and I've been listening. It's very fascinating, the world that is put together. And if you ever want something that is the craziest fucking thing that you can ever imagine, a universe, Warhammer takes the cake.
I've been playing a lot of D&D for the past
D&D
like 4 years.
Doesn't have shit on Warhammer.
Yeah. Well, even like listening to a lot of the D&D lore and stuff, it's like, wow, that's so complex.
Yeah, and the thing is D&D is older, but is nowhere near as dense as
D&D. D&D has a lot of lore.
I think that's because it was supposed to be like user friendly, I guess.
Well, I think also it got rewritten a bunch of times.
Yeah, they've rewritten how D&D is played. Back in the day when I played it back in the 80s, it was very complicated to do Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. And now they've kind of streamlined it and simplified it.
Very modular. They've got tons of different worlds, whereas 40K is one world.
40K? No, that's not right.
40K, yeah, it's just one lore. Like whereas,
one lore. Like I was talking about.
You've got
there's like endless worlds, but I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, universe.
Yeah, you can flip from like in D&D, you can go from different universes to different universes.
Yeah, because they have the Frozen Realms, the shit.
Dark Sun, Ravenloft.
There you go. Yeah.
All that,
Eberron. There's tons and tons of different worlds.
Because a lot of the games that we play nowadays is basically taken from D&D. It's like a lot of.
If anybody else there wants to find out about Warhammer, there are videos on YouTube. The ones I like the best are Luton09 and Arch Warhammer. There's also one Mind Syndicate, but they're just basically regurgitating what they read on the wiki. The first two that I said, Luton09, who doesn't have as many videos as Arch Warhammer. He is my favorite, the way his production is, and he really takes his time. And then after that, Arch Warhammer, who does quite a good job, but sometimes his pronunciation is a little off. Luton
is great just because he's got hour-long videos. He's got really in-depth stuff, whereas everybody else tries to chop it up into 10-minute long stuff. And it's like, if you're trying to talk about 40K, you need time. Like, you don't get to cut that up into 10 minutes and say, yeah, I'm going to do another video. No, jackass. Just put it all into one super huge video so it can put me to sleep.
Yeah, and like it does. I do fall asleep often listening to Warhammer 40K videos, and then I will go back and listen to them again. They are very interesting. The lore is like from a writer's point of view, it's so deep and so nuanced and so just freaking crazy. You have to kind of suspend your disbelief as to how the universe works sometimes because it is kind of nuts. But I mean, it is an interesting world.
Sounds like the last haven of fandom.
Well, I mean, there's the tagline in the far future. There is only war, and so the entire galaxy basically is at war, and it's eternal. Just we didn't get into like chaos and all this other shit that goes on with it, and then like Tyranids and the orcs and the Tau, and there are all these xenos or alien species. We talked about the Eldar briefly, and then there's the Dark Eldar. it can go. I mean, and I'm just scratching the surface about how. If you look at their art that they produced, a lot of it is so baroque, and and I'm baroque is what I'm saying.
Baroque.
Yeah, it's so detailed, and that is
If it ain't
reflective.
Baroque, don't
Yeah.
fix it.
If it ain't baroque, don't fix it.
Yeah, I mean, their spaceships look like Gothic churches.
Yeah, they're freaking awesome. I wish they would do like large scale models because I'd buy one of those. Those would just be
I
cool.
think they
to
are.
have.
You just because I know I saw something like that. I just
Well,
can't
they do have people who make them, but they're so out of the price range that they
yeah,
get.
you're talking like maybe I think I saw one for like $600 or something like that.
You can get them beyond that. That stuff.
Like $600. That's just,
Some of their produced Titans are like $1,200, and then you can get them made. Like somebody make like an Imperator Titan, which is like actually to scale is like 6 feet tall.
Ooh.
People will make them for you, but they're going to cost you like $3,000. I don't know what you do with it. I mean, you can't put it on tabletop, but yeah.
So you're a part of it, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know how we got off on Warhammer, but let me go back to the chat for a minute. So that I think
Yeah, they're probably
right
wondering.
now to talk about Warhammer. I could talk about Warhammer all the time. I actually am
Clearly.
I'm fascinated about it, and so where am I at? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Gross and sticky. Hi. That was from Tank Ferret and Michael Beacon. I'm not sure what that meant, but okay. Rebel Comics. I want to see the Sexy Cheesecake Girls Devil Wings edition. Michael Beacon. Hi, Tank. Rebel Comics. Succubus Niobe. Haha. That's not a bad idea. Star Storyteller. Hey, Star Storyteller shows up in the chat. We currently have 13 people now. I guess the Warhammer shit chased them away.
I thought this was a sexy party.
I thought it was sexy instead of talking about Warhammer and like blood and guts and stuff.
I don't get it. Why isn't Warhammer not sexy?
It depends on what you're looking at. Have you looked at Warhammer? Do you know what it is exactly, Marty?
I know it's a tabletop game that is very lore heavy, and the art is beautiful.
It is beautiful, but if you look at any of this stuff, it gets really bloody. What's that
What is
sound?
that noise? Who's drawing inside of a washing machine?
Me.
I really need to get a better headset.
Star Storyteller, Iwi, Tank Ferret, demonic versions or slasher homages, Jason, Freddy, etc.
Well, if you go to Kotobukiya, they already have statues for that. So
okay, Jason Black, hi, Tank Ferret, sublime, sexy slashers. That's not a bad idea as long as we keep it within reason. Star Storyteller. Oh, I got an idea. Well, lay it on us. Tank Ferret art, cyber steampunk cheesecake. It would be some of the most self-loathing art of all time.
Self-loathing?
Self-loathing?
Yeah. Storyteller says, what the hell happened? Okay. Cheesecake that is inspired classical art.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think I can.
Humble
might be, but
not necessarily a bad idea. You just it'd have to be stylized because
you're gonna have to church that up a little bit, son.
Yeah.
Tank Ferret art. 40K is the ultimate dystopian world. Truly grimdark. This is indeed true. Zach Hawkins. There literally are years worth of videos on it as well. This is true as well. Star Storyteller, like the Renaissance art. You're asking people to do Renaissance art in 2 hours?
Yeah, no. I can't even.
Only I could do something like that.
Let's do it.
No.
I could probably try, but it would take me about maybe 6 hours or so.
It'll end up looking like Leonardo da Vinci's sketchbook.
Right?
Leonardo DiCaprio sketchbook.
Well, Leonardo da Vinci's sketchbook if he were a weeb.
Have you ever seen Leonardo's Da Vinci's sketches? They did.
Yeah,
What they call a cartoon. There's a cartoon, and that cartoon is not a term for actually what we consider a cartoon. At the British Museum of Leonardo da Vinci, he does this young woman, and they keep it in a dark place because it is fragile, and it's as beautiful a sketch as I've ever seen. And that was just him sketching on a piece of like canvas.
Papaya paper or something?
I can't remember what it was, but I mean, if you go to the British Museum, you can see it. And
they usually used vellum back then.
Yeah, it was vellum. You're right. It was in vellum.
Sorry. It's been forever since I've dealt with art history stuff.
Yeah.
So I forgot what the medium was used back then.
Okay. Zach Hawkins, fingers still crossed for a sequel to Space Marine on Xbox. Yeah.
Good luck.
The problem is nobody puts enough love into the games, and then like it's kind of so niche. A lot of people they play it and they want fucking Halo, and they just don't get into it. There's only been 2 really good games, and then only one most people like a lot, and that's just from the reports I've heard. I've never really played either of them, but I would love to see somebody tackle Warhammer seriously in like 3D art. I mean 3D animation or something like that.
Space Hulk.
Yeah, Space Hulk or something like that. Yeah.
Really good. Really cool.
But I would love to see like somebody tackle one of their shorter stories so that people kind of understand, get a taste of it, and maybe it'll get a bigger fan base, because the fan base is fairly small but rabid. The fan base for Warhammer is, they take it really seriously.
Yeah, most people I knew, they see the armor and they're like, yeah, a person can't possibly wear that. And then you have to go through and go, no, they're not actually people. They're Adeptus, they're not really people. They're just sort of killing machines, and they're weird and they're built, they're not really, like normal people anymore, and blah, 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 blah. Then they're like, yeah, you know what? I'm not interested. And I'm like, oh. Well, I just spent $400 on all the Death Watch books, and I really want to play this. So guess who's playing an Adeptus Astartes?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people who are normies, it's just it's so much to take in that I think they kind of get freaked out, and like the aesthetic of it is quite dark. It's not it's not accessible, and it is so testosterone laden. That a lot of women just run screaming from it. That's just the way Warhammer is. And lately, there's been people trying to influence Games Workshop to be more inclusive and all this other
Lord. This is a cosplayer from Melbourne, I think it was.
Every time I hear that, it's just a code word for racism. It's just like every time I hear it, it's like, because I look at this stuff and then it just gets worse. I'm like, that's not helping. You're making it worse. You're not helping.
Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
Jim, look at my screen.
Oh, let's go back to the panel.
This is a cosplayer that was at Melbourne Supernova.
Yeah, I mean that is just badass. Isn't that badass?
Yeah.
I mean, and like if you got him actually to scale, he'd probably be another 1.5 tall as that.
Yeah.
So basically, he'll be like 9 foot, 10 foot.
Yeah, they're in that range. They're at least 8 feet tall, and then if you're Primarch, you're 10 feet tall, with a few exceptions. Like the Adeptus Custodes are usually taller than the Space Marines.
Hey Jimmy, I think I'm almost finished.
Oh my gosh, look at that! Oh my goodness, you're like half an hour early.
I know, I can go back to work now.
Oh my goodness! So you're just gonna take off? You're just gonna just stick with us and do your pages?
I could always turn my screen share off and then stay
That'd
stay
be
on
fine.
the show.
I always like having you around, so you're here for the end.
If I'm pretty happy with it at the moment, so I might actually just do that and dip out for a little bit
Okay.
and actually do some work today.
All right, brother.
I think Crypto might like the fact that I actually do some work today.
I'm sure that he would. He gets so crypto, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Let's look at the while we're here. Let's look at Marty. Oh, there we go. There we go. And Illustrator Monk. We just got his icon.
Just a sec.
Oh, there we go. You're in there. And yeah. All right. Looking good. He's doing the inking. We got Phil. Phil's coloring currently. Very interesting. I like this look. And she's covering up nicely, but also very alluring. And then we've lost Spencer because he's just still quick.
Well, let's not say that. I'm still here.
And then we got Daniel. I'm just fucking with you. Come on. We got whatever Daniel's doing here. All I see is a tail of some sort. There she goes. Yeah, and that's like a dragon or something. Yes, it's definitely a hybrid of something. All right, let's go back to the chat because I was ignoring the chat again. We got sidetracked once again with Warhammer. Warhammer. Oh.
War never changes.
There is nothing but war. Where are we? D&D and added soy to it as well. Yeah, oh wait, I missed it. Okay, fingers crossed on that. Okay, Zach Hawkins, 3.5 F the world. Okay.
Wait, how do you add Social Justice Warrior to D&D? You can be literally anything you want.
Yeah, but it's getting real bad as far as like the rule books and stuff like that are concerned. Yeah. Like when they talk about things like sex, they'll go, you know, they'll be like, oh, well, you know what?
Well, if you wanted a bright spot, I think one of the Japanese games roasted Sony.
I think, Marty, I think you're not hearing that.
Oh,
Phil talking again? I think you just talked right over the top of him.
Oh,
was that you, Phil?
Again.
Okay. What were you saying?
I was saying that, you know, in a lot of the rule books, they're getting to a point in a lot of these games where they're like, you know, on your character sheet where it says, you know, sex, you know, you don't have to be male or female. You can be, you know, whatever you want. It's a fantasy world. So it's okay if you're a Zim or Zur or whatever it is. And it's like, dude.
Yeah.
For real. Like
Wizards of the Coast is just they've fallen to.
Yeah, like I said, the more this diversity thing happens, the more racism happens, the more the stuff that they're trying to fight actually happens. I'm like, you're aware that you're pretty much you know, making a self-fulfilling prophecy every time you do that stuff, right?
Yeah. It's one of those weird things with, I mean, like, because Wizards of the Coast own D&D and they also own Magic, and that stuff is just filtering through, and it's just it's interesting. I
heard stuff about Magic the Gathering, but since I don't really play it, I really didn't really.
Well, I mean, if you play Magic the Gathering, you'll know that there's a lot of politics right now inside both games, and at Wizards of the Coast, who long ago took over where TSR left off, and yeah. So, if you guys know what TSR was, the original, like Gygax, Gary Gygax's company, they own D&D. Back in the day when I used to play. Zach Hawkins, Neverwinter Nights is still the best D&D video game. I will take your word for it. Star Storyteller, Arch Warhammer is funny. He is funny. And then Flit Amaranth agrees with that. Zach Hawkins, Karma Star Gonza is great as well. And Flit Amaranth says, hey, Star, talking Star Storyteller. P.S. Melter, Flintstones Cheesecake art. That's not a bad idea.
Wilma.
You got Wilma, you got Betty, and you got Pebbles.
Dino.
Boy.
Oh Lord.
What about
Even more.
Scooby-Doo? You got Velmer, Daphne.
Even Warhammer, Star Storyteller says even Warhammer is under siege. Star Storyteller says, hey, the Notre Dame should be made into a flying spaceship. Yeah, that's don't even get me started. If they do some crazy freaking shit on that, I will be so upset because it was a beautiful building. Like I don't know how many people have been there, but
Yeah, are they still trying to fuck over the Notre Dame building?
there's some people talking about it, but at least the mayor or somebody said, nah, that ain't happening. And I hope they stick to their guns because no fucky with the Notre Dame. They have plenty of buildings in Paris that are all this weird deconstructed horseshit. And there's one, like, I'm LDS Mormon guy. The Mormon church is right next to one. You go there and you look just to the west a little bit and you're like, what the hell is that thing? And it's just like terrible compared to like how beautiful most of the city is, at least it used to be until the migrant crisis. Everybody's it's like I see pictures of places I was there last time I was there in 2013, and it's like a tent city in places that I'm just like, I visited there and there was nothing there. I'm just like, okay. And now they have like a big bulletproof barrier around the Eiffel Tower that wasn't there the last time I was there. Yeah, the city has changed quite a bit.
And some weird mural on the street that you can see it after you climb the Eiffel Tower, but it looks like a giant orgy.
Really? Yeah, that wasn't there.
Yes, because it was like, this is for all the victims, and I'm like, there's 6ix9ine on one position, another position that looks like, oh my gosh, I do not want to read that magazine.
Yeah, I don't know how people have been to Europe, but there are places in Europe, like Amsterdam, where you go in a certain section of town and they'll have billboards of like full-on hardcore pornography on a billboard, and you're like, what the fuck is going on here? And I'm a pretty open guy, but that's just not my kind of.
Yeah, especially when kids are gonna like walk by and see that.
Well, and that's the weird thing. Like, you won't see necessarily kids down there per se, but it's not that they can't walk around. In the red light district, they can. It's a very odd atmosphere. And then you get out in a normal city, and it's just pretty normal, pretty cool. At least it was last time I was there. Back to PS Melter. Neverwind MMORPG was fun to play. Zach Hawkins ever played that one? PS Melter. Phil is taking it back old school with the crank pencil sharpener. I guess he's saying that you do it your own way.
Yeah, that was the grindy noise from earlier.
Oh, okay, I see. And then Zach Hawkins, I've got it downloaded, but I just can't seem to get into MMORPGs. Saying TC Online.
Neverwinter. Well, if you ever get on there, just let me know. I'll download it again and
there you go.
On there.
Now you have somebody to play with. You too. Zach Hawkins, I've got it. Okay, paint me like one of your Cheesecake Challenge girls. Paint you as one of them? Interesting. He wants to be a Cheesecake Challenge girl. Rebel Comics. Josh, I've officially announced your cover. Rebel Comics looks nice, eh? And yes, so I guess that's done. And then Zach Hawkins does. We got 13 people now, 16 likes, just letting everybody know. Zach Hawkins, Josh does great work. You've got a good eye for talent. Rebel Comics, thanks, brother. Always on the lookout. Star Storyteller and Magic also has a serious pedo problem and thought cosplayers. Okay.
Oh my god! Come on! How hard is it to
So there you go. That's from Star Storyteller. I will take your word for it. The trusty sidekick, Hanna-Barbera Cheesecake. That's actually not a bad idea. Zach Hawkins, Betty and Wilma prehistoric panty party. Yes, please. P.S. Melter, maybe next time you put Zach's dog in it with Rumble. Okay, we need to have something to reference. P.S. Melter, maybe even a hairless cat. Oh boy. All right, that's the end of the chat so far. 13 watching, 16 likes. Thanks for you 13s hanging out. Lucky 13. Back to the panel. Just
First
let
of all,
you,
if I may, real quick,
Yes, sir.
Neverwinter Nights was an incredible game. It was probably one of the best games. Like, Diablo was great, and then Neverwinter just took it to a completely different level, and it was so much fun. I think I spent like 2 years playing that game.
There's an endorsement from Phil Connect about Neverwinter Nights. For those of you who want to go look up that game. Let's look at what we got. We have Tech. He's getting things a little bit cleaned up. There we go. And got all the inking in there. Maybe adding some color.
Yeah, I'm working on
we
the
got, we got Josh, who's gone silent. He's working on pages probably for Crypto Comics and their Luchador adventure. I'm gonna go to Phil with the antennae and the checkerboard hair. Or are those tentacles? What are those?
I have no idea yet.
All right, he's got some color going on. I like it. I'm feeling it. Is that a bust, or do we have the lower part too? Oh, yeah.
Washer machine.
Yeah. We'll see.
Get a washer machine. Do the hustle.
Then we got a illustrator Monk, and he didn't go with the naked. That's all right. We'll let it slide. But yeah, and there's a hybrid girl there. You did know, Monk, that we were going with a naked. She was supposed to be naked, right?
I guess I forgot.
He likes the hot pants on the girl anyway. And then over to Humble Marty. She's opening her arms to everyone and saying, "See what I got for you." There we go.
It looks like
Come and praise me. I'll take you to the stars sometime.
looks like a more human version of Mothra. I'm sorry. It's like...
Illustrator Monk has gone psychedelic once again. Yeah.
The color.
We got Phil. I'm sure that Phil will find a way to cover the bottom end.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you said naked, so. Yeah.
Well, she's supposed to be naked, but all the naughty bits are covered. So.
Oh, well, we'll just say that she's an alien and that her naughty bits is somewhere else. Maybe it's on her kneecap.
Inside her hands, which are covered.
Why not?
What the hell? I'll take it.
That was that's what happens when you get hybrid humans. You never know what's gonna go on. Weirdness, strangeness.
Only go and no man
God. I'm working on stalagmites over there with Tech Corner, and we're gonna go back to the chat, see if they've palavered any more. Let's see. All right. Golden Girls Cheesecake Challenge.
No. Never speak of it again.
Sorry.
I'm doing Blanche.
So you're doing Blanche? That's it's kinky, man.
Yeah.
As long as it's not Ma. Luna the pit bull is actually his roommate's dog. Luna the pit bull? Who's Luna the pit bull?
Zach has a mascot, and it turns out to be his roommate's dog.
Yeah, Luna isn't a pit bull. She's a boxer. But that's all right. That's okay. We'll forgive you. To Wong Fu Cheesecake Challenge. To Wong Fu.
Way too long.
The Clumps Cheesecake Challenge. No, Walter. Stop. Star Storyteller. Aisa themed cheesecake or Slavic? What's Aisa?
Well, how about an OC cheesecake challenge? You know, your own personal character for a cheesecake challenge.
A
character you created and you make a cheesecake artwork for that. Character.
We'll see.
We've done that already. I'm not sure.
I mean, when I pick a character, I don't necessarily want to do like one that's already set up too much. Like,
No, I mean it's your personal character.
Oh, my character?
Yeah, like you have your own personal character, and you're doing Cheesecake. So
Oh, we could do that. Yeah, other people's.
Yeah.
Their own. Yeah, we could. I wouldn't have a problem with doing that. So that might not be a bad idea. Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. Zach Hawkins, also not my tiny emasculine dog. I was sitting for my mother while she was on a ride with her motorcycle club. Your mom is in a motorcycle club.
That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
right.
Your mom is a cool person. McCrank, Golden Girls pre-Olden.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
I'm gonna have the theme song stuck in my head all goddamn night.
Thank you for being a friend.
All night, dude.
Oh, back again.
Flit Amaranth, there is still a place where diseased tentacles of current year corruptions can't reach, and it's in between the pages of Little Girl Lethal. Yes, this is very true. You will not find any of that nonsense in my pages. It may cost me some people who read, I suppose, but I don't think so. I think they'll look at the art and go, "Hot damn, I want some of that."
Speaking of, how's the book coming along?
Currently, right now, we're receiving pages from Troy Torres. Still, I'm working on the lettering. I'm trying to finish up the lettering so I can get it maybe out to reviewers, like with like a reviewer stamp on it, so they can tell people what they think of the main story. But I also need to. I'm trying to make the dialogue bubbles look a certain way, and so they're not distracting, but they also kind of inform the reader about what Sugar sees when people talk. So, yeah. Well, what Sugar sees around people. So I don't have to put like auras around people the entire time, or like only a subset. It's just when they talk, you'll see what because she kind of sees. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's a process because I do not want to distract from the reading experience with the dialogue windows. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then after that, we will have to do one other round of editorial and beta reading. Let people check it out, see if they can find any things I've missed, and then we'll have a proof done once I'm satisfied that we've dotted all the I's and crossed the T's. Have a proof made, and then once the proof is in it to my satisfaction, then I will pull the trigger on publishing, on printing, and that will be when I close the in-demand store, and no one will be able to get that version of the book ever again.
Now you put it up on like Drive Through RPG or one of those places where you can get print on demand comics.
Well, there's different companies. I want certain things, and the one that I've chose can do them. And I've tried to find something that will give me a price that's equitable per unit, because I do have the fold out centerfold in the middle, and then it'll have to be perfect bound because I have plenty of art with the two stories and the gallery in the background in the back, and also if I can swing it, I want to put foil. Two different types of foil on the immodest. There'll be gold foil, and on the modest there'll be silver foil on the title alone. So that'll make them slightly different and more collectible that way.
Yeah.
So
Humble.
Yeah.
Humble. I love your moth girl.
Thank you.
So that's where it is. Thanks for asking. If anybody has any questions of me further, you can reach me on Twitter. And I do believe my DMs are open if you have questions.
So slide into your DMs.
Yeah, slide into my DMs, nice and smooth.
So I'm open for commissions. Actually, still.
Okay, we got. I'm gonna give till 5 after, so we got about 16 minutes left.
Oof. That's just
I am closed for commissions.
Yeah, if you are open for commissions, let it be known. And if you're closed from commissions, likewise. We don't want to overburden people.
I just show up at your house in the middle of the night with art.
Stop stealing my moves.
What is that sound in the background? Is that
My headphones pick up everything.
is somebody vacuuming? Something.
Yeah, it sounds like a washing machine.
Dishwasher.
Dishwasher.
One of these days, somebody's going to have to donate some nice padded headphones for Marty, so that noise cancellation and that sort of thing. P.S. Melter to Wong Fu is Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes movie about being drag queens. Wink, wink. Oh yeah, I'm not into trans. I know.
I guess that's what they changed them. Changed the name to trans.
I do know somebody who isn't into trans. If you're feeling it, Troy Torres loves the trans.
Trans is transvestites technically transgender now?
I don't know. Yeah.
Cool.
Bullet's now in the chat. We have 13 still watching. Furry stuff.
What about Futanari?
No.
I mean, you can do Futanari.
Yeah, if you're feeling it,
if you feel like
it. That's what I'm saying. Zach Hawkins. Well, it's apparently Pride Month, and how dare you forget John Leguizamo?
Okay.
Storyteller.
Did you see Mike Miller's tweet about Pride Month?
He seemed to be going off about it all day.
It was so funny. His tweet was "Pride is a sin."
Pride was
okay.
So funny. Pride's one of the 7 deadly sins. Yeah.
Star Storyteller says, can't spell. I meant Asian. Oh, Asian. He means Asian art, Asian themed cheesecake. Yeah, or Slavic. Yeah, Asian would be. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Let's come up with something cool. Let's see. P.S. Melter. I'd rather watch Birdcage over Wong Fu. Okay then. Did you know that Williams and Lane Birdcage was an almost shot-for-shot remake? Okay. The Birdcage movie is about Genie from Aladdin being married to Timon of Lion King, with Timon putting his hookah skirt. Melter, stop typing when you're drunk.
What do you want me to do? Dress the dragon, do the hula?
He's right though.
Star Storyteller. Oh, maybe Babes in Peril. I think we did that one early on, but we could probably
Pigs in Space.
Pigs in Space. How about Babes and Monsters? That's what Star Storyteller asks. Jason Black, mute that dishwasher. Professor Geek makes an entrance into our chat. Hey, Professor Geek, excellent work, everyone. Flashes some leg at Illustrator Monk to seduce him away from Nasser. Uh-oh, Illustrator Monk, you got a suitor. Yeah. P.S. Melter, Slick, you forgot about the biggest lady boy lover, General John Wallace. I could never forget General John Wallace. He's hard to forget. Yeah. Star Storyteller,
I missed
a
that
live
guy.
stream-a-thon for Marty's headphones. Remember the good old days when this is Zach Hawkins, when a tranny was something you hoped didn't break on your car. Yep, that's what a tranny is.
So I was at the doctor the other day.
Uh-huh.
And I did a blood test, and it was too high in cholesterol. So he said I should avoid fats like I'm transphobic.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh. I thought it would have broke the testosterone meter with you, man. You're just so hyped. Great. Now I'm thinking
I was
about.
trying to make a trans fat joke. Okay, so just.
I got it.
God damn it!
It was a great joke.
It really,
Jason
Yeah,
Black. Jason Black. Great. Now I'm thinking about Professor Geek's flashing a leg. Yeah, that's what happened. P.S. Melter. I haven't had a drink in almost a month. Your typing doesn't reflect that. It's all slurred and shit. Professor Geek. Hands above the covers. Jason Black. Oh boy. He's laying down the law. P.S. Melter. I don't drink anymore. Then it must be a really full bong. Jason Black, get out of my head. Yep. That now he has a special award, Professor Geek's special award. That beautiful leg in fishnet. Beautiful. Rising Lee makes an appearance in the chat. I'll drink.
Oh no!
Melter.
Oh no!
Professor Geek laughs at the last joke. Enjoying himself. Currently, we have 13 people watching, 16 in the chat. Rebel Comics. It's Risey Lee, no relation to Niobe Lee. Indeed. Flit Amaranth. Risey! Risey Lee. Yo, what up, Cool P? Risey Lee. Howdy, Flint.
Risey is the most drunk and angry Australian.
Yeah, he's the quintessential drunk angry Australian. Rebel Comics, just at work. Melter. Hi, Risey. Boy, a lot of people love Risey. They're trying to keep me from getting liver disease and keeling over. Risey Lee.
It's not my fault. I'm just drunk.
Got to pay them bills, yo. Risey Lee. Howdy, Melter. Rebel Comics, yo. This is getting pedantic. Rebel
Yeah, you don't have to read all the chat.
I know. It's terrible. Got to pay them comic book bills. Okay.
And he keeps going. Okay. You can talk to us, Jimmy. Just ignore the chat.
I don't know. You guys are a bunch of mean people. All right, back to you guys. Did we lose this? Okay, going over to Marty. Are you done, Marty?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's so cute, Marty. I like it.
You're cute.
Thanks.
Oh, she's coming. She's coming to get you.
Does she have a name?
Yeah.
We got
a illustrated monk with the bum and I think that's a flying saucer. I think a thunk.
Yeah, it is.
And we got Phil. He's doing more color.
I think her name is Cherry.
Cherry.
Yeah, like cherry cheesecake.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
If she sees a light, she's very attracted to it.
I would have called her Betty Butterfly, but that's all right.
Betty Butterfly. Yeah, actually, that sounds better. That's her name. Her name's Betty Butterfly.
And I like Phil's caramel skin on this young lass. She looks very, very delectable. And then we go back to Josh Spencer working on his page.
Just working on a page, but you can see my drawing here.
But you can see his drawing. It's very very bootylicious.
It's booty alien, and there's a little rover there that's attracted to it. If I can show that, see.
He's
the rover is like
robot rover.
It's getting dark.
Yeah, it's getting dark in here. All right, and then back to tech corner. Daniel Vega with it looks kind of like a dragon lady. I'm feeling a dragon lady. He has strategically covered the naughty bits. Unlike Phil is leaving one of the naughty bits unsecured.
I'm going to put fur on it.
He's going to put fur. Lots of fur. Everybody likes fur. Yeah. All right. Going back to the chat, we are sitting at 6 minutes currently. 6 minutes for y'all to finish up. 6 minutes. Back to the chat. More people talking to Risey Lee. Yep. P.S. Medler, don't judge me, Jimmy. You read too fast and skip words. Not my fault, you boomer. Yes, it's all my fault. It's all my fault. I'll take credit for your ineptitude.
Typical millennial.
All right.
Storyteller. Remember to like the stream, peeps. Yeah, please like the stream. Appreciate that. And Professor Geek, somebody throw something at Phil's caramel lass, so she'll have to catch it. Oh, he wants to see them dulce titties, I guess.
Say what now?
He wants to throw something at your caramel colored lass, so she'll have to catch it, so we catch a glimpse of her.
I think the color is bad.
Her fine wrap.
Red. She's red.
Professor Geek, for shame, says Star Storyteller. He's shaming you, Professor Geek, for your lascivious ways. All right, it is 10 o'clock where I am, so that means we have 5 minutes. 5-minute warning. Going back to the panel once again. Look at that beautiful starly. Are those wings or is that stars in the background?
Probably stars in the background, but they could be wings.
I see.
Yeah, we'll just call them wings.
And then we got Illustrator Monk and a very tiny, small flying saucer. Is she gonna cram herself into that? Did she shrink down to get into that? That looks like it's from Marvin the Martian.
It's Nibbler's spaceship from Futurama.
Oh, I see.
Nibbler.
All right.
What do you think about this list, Jimmy?
Thinking about what?
How long have we got left to go?
4 minutes.
4 minutes. All right, let's go through this list real quick.
Which list?
I've got a list here that's the 21 sexy aliens according to MTV.com.
All right. Go through them quickly. Chop.
The Man Who Fell to Earth. I've never seen that. David Bowie.
Okay.
Species.
Yeah, we
Still
talked
from
about
Species. We've already talked about that one. Lilu, the Fifth Element. Talked about that one.
that up.
Flava Laguna, the Fifth Element.
Yeah.
What did you think about her? She's got tentacles on her head.
She sang interestingly.
Yes, she did. And another blue girl is Neytiri from
Avatar. She was a large lass. I'll give her that.
She was also played by Zoe Sultana from Guardians of the Galaxy. Why have they put Thor in here? Okay, I guess he's a sexy alien.
Sexy.
Yeah. So is Loki.
Diana
Troy, yes, long-time favorite. I did enjoy her low-cut uniform that all the other crewmates did not have.
Yeah.
She was the only crewmate with a low-cut uniform, and I was like, gosh, God bless. God bless. The 10 and 11 Doctors?
I guess if that's the bag.
That's your thing? I prefer Tenant. It's just my thing. V, did you ever watch V?
Yeah, I remember that chick. Yeah, she's sexy. 8 people.
Men in Black 2? What's her name? Actress?
What is her freaking name?
What is her freaking name? It's... Anyway.
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. I'm digging her. I like Trisha.
I agree.
She's alright.
And the blue chick, speaking of Twi'leks, sexy Twi'leks.
Yeah.
The blue one. Spock? No way. What?
Yeah,
Spock is not sexy.
Superman
sexy. Yes, I agree. My stepmother is an alien.
Yeah, she was sexy.
Oh, I remember that one.
Starman?
Yeah.
I never saw that. Here we go. This is one I can agree with.
She was sexy.
Oh my god, Princess Aura from Flash Gordon.
They should have made that show about her and fuck.
Oh my god, we need to do an episode on her, Flash Gordon. God damn.
What about that lady from the Fifth Element?
You know what we should do is Space Princess.
We went past her already.
Space Princesses, Jimmy.
Yeah, we should do. Would you guys want to do something like Digithoris type princess?
Any kind of space princess.
All right.
Yeah, that's them. All right. So Marta from Star Trek.
Yeah, she was the green girl. The
green one. Yeah.
The Marion Syndicate gal.
Jeff Goldblum. Just Jeff Goldblum in general, really.
Yeah, just Goldblum. He's always
Okay, I think this must be a joke one, obviously.
Edgar. Yeah. Well, there you go. We went through it. We got 10 seconds.
There we go.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down. And all right. Could you? Going back to the we don't have Flit. I forgot to remind you to do a poll. Son of a
Oh, the poll.
Oh,
Yeah.
poll.
oh,
Bad
ruined Chris.
bad host.
Womp
Host.
womp.
Oh, mute the duck. Oh, the duck. The duck is a Phil. I
Howard
think.
did that?
Phil was he was sharpening his pencils. I think.
Is my jacket fighting
the
again?
poll. He did put the poll up. Oh, the poll's there. Hey, Princess. Everybody get on the poll. Get on the poll. Okay, so yeah, Flit Amaranth is on top of things. We love Flit Amaranth. We love him. We also love other mods, but Flit is.
I think I'm white boxed again.
Son of a gun. Son of a.
That's alright. It's all
There
good.
you go. All right. And go do the poll. I'm going to do the poll right now, I guess. See what's up. Boom. All right.
Ding, 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 ding. Here we go.
Okay.
So we're going to give it a couple of minutes.
Yeah, a couple minutes.
Groovy.
Let's check out the chat. Let's see what the chat has to say.
Mhm.
Professor Geek. I might. Okay. P.S. Melther says I might have to vote Marty this time. Nice.
Marty's was very cute.
Star Storyteller. Remember to like the stream, peeps. Oh, yeah, that's what he said before. Appreciate it. Professor Geek, someone throw something at. Okay, I said that already. I'm going back. Sorry. She's a good success. Who's strangling a duck? That was what.
I think that was I've got a microphone on like a record of my headphones, and whenever I move around, it brushes up against the jackets that I'm wearing.
It says it's Josh's jacket.
Yeah, I need to adjust this microphone. I think that's better, right?
Yeah, the evil princess from Buck Rogers. I think that was actually Flash Gordon. But that's all right, Larry. Professor Geek, you're welcome to do an EP on ladies from the stacks anytime. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. No, I like Kaiju idea right now, but ladies from the stacks, if it's still in demand, then we will do so. I like that idea. Please remind me that that was an idea. I need to make a note of that somewhere. Space Princesses might be the third thing. I like Space Princesses. I've always loved Dejathoris and all of Barsum, which kind of set the Space Princess thing going. So, yeah, it's something I would love to do. Pokemon, go to the polls. Yes, sure, why not? Let's see where we're at the polls, especially right now. Let's do it. Let's do a... We got 12 votes currently. Let's see if we can get anybody else in there. We currently have 13 people watching when we have the panel, so there should be more than 12. So if you haven't voted, please go vote. I'm giving you another 2 minutes to vote, and then we'll be done. And we'll tally the votes and check out what's going on. 13 people watching currently, 16 votes. It's been 13 for a while. Yes, all Comics Gate and Indie Comics ladies. Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay.
As long as people like who they like sexy women that have come from the indie sphere of our kind of community, I'm down with that. Let's make a calendar like we talked about before. Wolf Dog just showed up. Wolf Dog 117. Go through the art again, please. Okay, 1 minute. We will do that. All right.
For me.
This right here is Humble Marty. Check it out. Very cute. Then Illustrator Monk with another very cute young lady polishing a very small, I guess, Nibbler's flying saucer from Futurama. And then we got Phil still putting in the color. Very beautiful young caramel lass. Digging that. Very nice. Very nice. Then Josh Spencer got a nice kind of pea green kind of young lady with the blue hair. She might be trouble with that blue tentacles. No, that is from Josh Spencer or Spencer Tunes. And finally, we have Daniel Vega with his I
have no idea.
I think this is a bat dragon wolf girl. Alien hybrid. You make up what that is. She definitely has some attributes to attract, and she's saying, "Come here, young person who's ready to rumble." Those are our 5 fabulous artists who have been on the panel tonight. Appreciate everybody showing up. Let's go back to the back to the poll, and I'm gonna do one. We've got 15 votes currently. Yep, we've hit our time period right now. Gonna have to call it. So if you haven't gotten it in there, this is how it's gonna go. With 1 vote, Phil. Sorry, Phil, but 1 vote. Phil, you definitely brought good stuff, but yeah, 1 vote tonight, 7%. With 2 votes, with 13%, Daniel Vega, Tech Corner, and with 3 votes, in 3rd place for the bronze medal, Josh Spencer Tunes.
Woohoo!
And with 4 votes for the silver medal, Humble Marty.
Wow.
Silver.
Hey-o.
That was 27%. And with 33%, 5 votes, Illustrator Monk takes the win for the gold. All right. Let's go through really quick and tell us what you're working on so they know what's going down. Start with you, Marty.
I have a Teespring store that I've been doing a pair of socks for. I think you might see Betty Butterfly on there.
Nice. Really cool. I like that idea. And then Illustrator Monk, what are you up to?
So I'm setting up a Redbubble shop. I just finished this t-shirt design.
Cool.
It's colored and ready to go. So I should be able to launching it tomorrow. I'll announce it on my Twitter at Illustrator Monk.
Fantastic, man.
That looks awesome.
Everybody go and find Humble Marty and all the people in the panel, Illustrator Monk, and get on Twitter and follow them so that you can follow their art and see what they're doing. Excellent stuff. Let's go to Phil. Phil Connect. And he's finishing up.
Still working on MetaChain 242. I am about 15 pages in. And other than that, I am working on I'm editing my 3rd Autumnville novel. Should be done in another couple of weeks. And I'm working on my 2nd Infinity Girl novel, which will probably be done in about a month and a half.
Awesome, man. Again, go find Phil Connect on Twitter and keep abreast of all of the things that he's doing right now. He's an author, he's an artist, and he's very talented. And so go check his stuff out. Spencer, Josh Spencer of Spencer Tunes, tell him what you're involved in right now.
All right. Well, Larry's actually just posted up on his social medias the cover, so that's officially announced, I guess. Officially.
Cool.
So it's I'm doing the cover for the relaunch of Nairobi #1. We've done that, and I'm working on a comic with crypto called Megawatt and the Vampires of the Sun. So that's the artwork is being made as we speak, and it will be announced in the future.
Awesome, man. If you guys want to talk with Spencer Tunes, Josh Spencer, his current roster is kind of full up right now, so he's not doing commissions as of yet. But you might be able to talk him in, get into like maybe the pipeline for later. So
Yeah, contact me at Spencer Tunes
on Twitter and Instagram.
Yep.
There you go. And then finally, we've got Daniel Vega from Tech Corner. Tell him what you're up to, man.
Hi, I'm actually currently commissioning. You can contact me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at the Tech Corner. You could also go to my website, vegadesigns.squarespace.com, to put in a commission. And you can send me an email for your commission and what have you, or you can send me direct tweet on Twitter.
Awesome. I'd like to thank all the artists tonight. They did as usual when they show up. They bring it, and they do awesome art, and they do it quickly. This was a fairly challenging, I think, theme, and you did a great job. Thanks for coming up, even if we were late. I appreciate you showing up so much. All those in the chat. Let's go back to the chat one more time, and I'm going to okay. For all you in the chat, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. You guys, you make this a fun thing. We don't have a lot of people show up, but we have good people show up, which is the best thing about it. And hopefully this continues to grow. I'm going to tell everybody once more about my book, Little Girl Lethal, which is in demand on Indiegogo. If you like sexy, if you like violent, if you like crazy stories about an alternate Earth and a little girl named... she's not a little girl. She's a young woman named Lightspeed.
Yeah, about to correct you, sir.
Right.
Yeah, we need to
Let's make sure.
be very clear about this.
Let's make that clear. She's of age. She goes about getting her vengeance upon people who have done her wrong in her youth, and it's a story that might shake her world. That will shake her world to the foundations. She may save the world, or she may destroy it. But that's all in the story. Come out and check it out. Little Girl Lethal in demand. Thank you again for all my mods that showed up and did their thing. Especially thank you to Flit Amaranth for pimping my book and for keeping me straight with the poll. Everybody, have a great night. We did have a fun time. I got to go back to this thing so I can shut down the broadcast. Everybody, be good to each other and stay out of trouble. Not too much trouble. Get into some. All right, have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hello.
Bye.
Bye.